Kareem's Quest. I'm visiting Fort Charles, which was built by the British in 1655. But before I do my tour, I'm going to visit our resident, Miss Cynthia, who is 86 years old. She's been living in Port Royal for all her life. So she's going to be telling me some stuff. But me personally, I just want to visit her because she's an elder. And in these challenging times, we have to do as much as we can to look out for our elders. Travel through Jamaica with me, Kareem LaTouche, as I explore our rich landscape and creative personalities. Get to see some parts of Jamaica that you may not know or may have overlooked. Nowhere is too far, too muddy, or too high. I'll be driving through the 14 parishes and talking to vendors and community members to get the true stories of the various places. This is Kareem's Quest. At one point, Port Royal was the center of commerce in the Caribbean, and it was visited by people of all walks. There was the most infamous pirate Henry Morgan, who would walk these streets and spend countless hours in the bars. The city has also faced challenging times, with the earthquakes in 1692 and 1907, which damaged large portions of the peninsula. The community still has a mystique to it, as the structure of the houses are reminiscent of Spanish architecture. I'm going to find out from a resident what it was like growing up in Port Royal. Now I'm here with a resident, Oran Hall, who born and grew up in Port Royal. Oran, how is everything?
Good.
Oran, what was it like growing up in Port Royal? What were you doing as a child?
Swimming, playing football, riding bicycle.
Yeah?
That's the thing. It's like a child supposed to do.
Right beside the beach, because the beach runs along, well, all sides.
Water surround Port Royal,
Mm-hmm.
right around, you know, so.
But I realize the water kind of rough though. Has it always been that way?
No. When you have sea breeze,
Yeah.
the water get rough. You have land wind, it is not that rough.
Not rough.
No.
So you can go out and swim in it?
Yeah, man. Whether it's rough or calm, we're swimming in it.
You also operate a business here in Port Royal.
Yeah.
What type of business?
We do cooking,
Mhm.
we sell box lunch, and we sell ice cream.
Okay. So the kids them love the ice cream on the Sunday.
Most naturally.
What about when the ship came recently? What was that experience like?
As the ship come, goosebump,
Yeah.
you know.
You were there watching it enter?
Yes.
After talking to Oran, I had one more visit to make. Miss Cynthia, who is one of the oldest people in the community at age 87. She used to work for a company on King Street that made buttons when she was much younger. Feel the bug. Yes. Just a feel inside because they bake. Yes, they bake. You think I come here like that? You're not getting someone sweet. You're not getting someone sweet. You're not getting that. Her mind is still sharp as ever though, despite having glaucoma, as she joked with me about not sharing any of the goodies I brought. Now it's off to Fort Charles to view the property and get a history lesson about the site. In 1654, Jamaica was still under Spanish control, and Spain was at war with England. Oliver Cromwell, Lord Protector of England, sent an expedition to invade the Spanish island Hispaniola. However, this mission failed, and its leaders were too embarrassed to return home, so they turned their attention to Jamaica, which was poorly defended. By May 1655, the English gained control of the island and began construction of Fort Cromwell to defend their new acquisition. At first, it was called Fort Cromwell, but its name was eventually changed to Fort Charles. By 1667, it had 36 guns, while in 1765, it had 104 guns and a garrison of 500 men. So I've walked around the property a little bit and get to see some of the different things that they have here. And given the period that we're in, not everybody can travel. So I'll be talking to the representative via phone and she'll be telling me more about the property. Hi Kim, I know these are challenging times. I hope that you're safe. How is everything?
Everything is well. I'm trying to do my best to utilize the opportunity despite our current circumstances.
True. I'm walking around and I'm looking at the place and seeing how lovely it looks. How did you guys get it to this point?
Well, the transformative process has been ongoing. It began in August of 2019. The restoration of Fort Charles is actually part of the overall Port Royal Development Plan. The master plan, which is being undertaken by the UDC, but specific port and port facilities, which would be the new port in Port Royal as well as the Fort Charles, is within the remit of the Port Authority of Jamaica.
Boy, I only put big words that's not. Let me ask you then, how do you guys ensure that you incorporate local people in this so that they can get employment?
Well, the PAJ, in collaboration with JBDC, we hosted a number of training and sensitization sessions of members of the community who we have hired as tour guides, shopkeepers, as well as storytellers for the Port Charles facility.
So people are get job then?
Yes, we have only had persons from the community to work at the Port Charles.
Alright, that is good. I notice even your cannons, some of them are more like costume oriented, but do you have any original cannons there?
Original cannons are at the facility. We restored some that were damaged, but we have brought in additional ones just to enhance the whole feeling and mystique of Port Royal, just for aesthetic purposes, but original ones are there. Okay then,
what are some of the factors that makes Fort Charles interesting?
Well, Fort Charles, as you should know, is very rich in history. It was built in the late 1650s.
Right.
And underwent several changes between 1656 and 1670.
Okay.
The fort originally had about 36 guns, and by 1765 it increased to 104, and a garrison of about 500 men.
Because it's the economic center of the Caribbean by that time, so them have to defend it.
Well, not quite. Your history is kind of interesting, but no, not exactly. Not exactly.
Then why them would have so much guns?
We'll save some of that history and some of that information for persons who want to come and have the Port Charles experience today.
Alright, you see, it's because you want the people them show up.
Right, so that is part of our offering. You get a full guided tour, and it chronicles the journey and the history of the attraction.
So tell me now, this guided tour, how much does it cost? Since you don't want me to give it away, how much does it cost?
It's for children, it's 500 Jamaican dollars and $1,000 for adults.
Okay, and how long does it take?
A tour can last anywhere between 20 to 35 minutes.
Alright.
Depending on the size of the group, and we do offer group packages to both local tourists, students, and children.
So when somebody's there with their tour group, will there be refreshments on sale and places where them can sit down and chill and so forth?
Yes, we have a food and beverage facility. So concessionaires on site, and we also have a number of rest areas for persons to sit and relax.
Kim, I hope say not raise up the price, I hope to keep it there, so.
Raise the prices of entry?
Yes, and tour.
No, it is competitive. It was priced in accordance to what the market is charging, and this would be island-wide. So we didn't benchmark in terms of developing the price structure. So it's highly competitive and reasonable, and the facility is positioned as a family attraction, but we want to make it accessible to the average man,
right?
But not only him alone, but for his entire family.
So let me ask you.
A group of about 4 would need to come. It would need to be a reasonable price so that I can afford for everyone to enjoy the opportunity.
So let me ask you, is the entry fee different from the tour fee?
There are various packages. So
Okay.
You can buy an entry fee and you can tour on your own,
Okay.
or you can purchase a fee which includes
Where would somebody get this information then?
the information would be on our social,
Okay, your social media pages?
yes,
Okay,
as
good.
well as we have been putting information in the various traditional media, radio, television.
Yeah, you have to call it Gleaner, man. You have put it in the Gleaner.
Yes, it has been in the Gleaner,
Right.
and they can call or send us an email.
Nice. When the cruise ship came the other day, what was that experience like?
Well, we were a little bit overwhelmed and surprised
Mm-hmm.
that it was at the degree, the level of interest
Yes.
in the history of the facility. But it was understandable based on the profile of the tourists. A lot of them were Europeans who had keen interest in archaeology and history. So they were extremely pleased by the visit and very impressed by the offerings at the facility. We got overwhelmingly good reviews from the experiences of the visitors.
Wow. I look at the venue and I look at how big it is and just how beautiful it is. Have you had any social events there?
Well, prior to the PAG managing the facilities, it usually hosted private events
Yes.
as well as public ones, and we intend to continue that practice. However, based on our upgrades and restorative work, we actually have a number of venues within that one venue. So
Okay.
you have multiple choices in which you'd want to host an event, whether it's a birthday party, a wedding, a reception, a corporate function, a product launch. You would have a number of places within the venue to choose to host any event.
Okay, and what about parking? Where we can, because you know that as Jamaicans we always can have that parking challenge.
We have adequate parking. There is parking across from the facility,
Okay.
and I know persons may be aware that sometimes, due to high tide, there may be water in that facility. So we have earmarked a place directly behind Port Charles, or let us say more
Adjacent to it,
for
yeah.
people who know the area, adjacent to the walk to the entryway
Good.
for
Good.
parking.
Okay, good. So you have more than enough options.
So there's more than enough
Okay then.
opportunities.
Yes, I mean, and that because that's
Unencumbered.
that yes, that is something that people are looking for. Now I'm sitting in a shaded area and it's under this 200-year-old guango tree. What made you guys decided not to destroy it?
The guango tree, let's just say that it is synonymous with Port Charles. It's rich with history.
Yes.
It's very much integrated in the Port Charles story. And when you visit Port Charles and you hear the story from one of the storytellers, you get to understand its relevance, its purpose, and the significance of this guango tree. So I won't give that secret away, but
it's very meaningful to the property.
It's vital to the history, and it holds a lot of symbolism.
Okay then. Well, listen, thank you so much. I'm eager to get more information because this is a lovely place to be.
And we are eager to come and host as many Jamaicans and visitors as we can.
This was a great Kareem's quest for me because I got to meet some genuine people, plus get a history lesson about Jamaica's most infamous port. These are some challenging times, and there are two things that really stand out to me. We need to utilize our land more and do more backyard farming. I think God puts so many medication and remedies in our fruits and in our vegetation. And secondly, we have to look out for our elderly people as well as persons who may be suffering with mental illness. Even though we can't hug anybody, we can still call and leave a message, or we can leave a little box with some goodies. As usual, walk good and stay safe.